There are 31 nights till Halloween, which means these are the 31 nights to watch horror films. This is 31 Nights of Halloween.
Hereditary is the first theatrical film debut of writer-director Ari Aster. And it's another great film to watch during Halloween season. Hereditary is a unique film. When I watched it, I was bored the first time. I noticed that a lot of these films, that I watched them later on, I would not have been a fan of them when I was a teenager. You know, and it's kind of sucked for Ari Aster too. Like, out of the first movie out the gate, your first theatrical film debut, you do Hereditary, probably one of the best horror films, one of the best supernatural horror thrillers or psychological horror thrillers you could actually, not thriller, I would say, psychological horror, supernatural, occult film. And it's really awesome. The story's basically like about this family that's it's just a look into this family's life, and they seem like your normal mundane family. Father works, mother works, 2 kids. But then you discover that the matriarch of the entire family passed away, the grandmother. And when she died, she had a lot of new friends that her daughter really didn't know about because her daughter left at a young age. And she ends up discovering later on through a series of events, basically that her mother was in an occult. And it actually takes it to the third act. And that's what I like about this movie. It builds up the story. Strange things start to happen. Then we get an incident that occurs, you know, that we're like, it was shocking. It's a shocking incident. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And it's the thing that devolves the family's relationship, pretty much. So, but then at the end of the entire film, after everything we saw that it all was built up. Everything was set up and staged for the ending outcome of this movie, which is amazing. So I will say that. It also talks about Paimon is a real demon in the Lesser Key of Solomon. You can actually get one of those shirts if you like at GoToCrusadersMerch.com. One of the 7 kings of hell is King Paimon. And they believe that the grandmother was the spirit of King Paimon, but it's like she doesn't have her powers because she was born into a girl instead of a boy. It's a very interesting movie. I highly enjoyed this film, and everybody in this movie does a fantastic job. It is my second favorite occult film ever made. This movie basically is a psychological supernatural horror film. Anyway, I highly enjoyed this movie. I think you all will highly enjoy this film as well if you haven't seen it. But these two, like, I like how to go from 31 is Cobweb and 30 to Hereditary, and there's not much gore. I don't think there's not that much gore in any of these films, in both of these. But they're good horror movies. They pick up in the third act. They're fucked up. Ari Aster is a magnificent writer-director. Midsommar would also be on this list, but I don't think it's going to be on this list this time. But that's his second film he did. I highly recommend it. I did not see Beau is Afraid, starring with Joaquin Phoenix. I will check that out. It looks different, totally different, because Hereditary is about King Paimon, and there's I forgot Midsommar is about it's another like a cult type deal. It's a cult movie. So he does these fascinating films, and I would like to. I will see Beau is Afraid. But for right now, Hereditary belongs on the list on Halloween. You should definitely check this movie out. So that's why Hereditary, starring Toni Collette, is number 30 on 31 Nights of Halloween. If you haven't seen this movie, check it out. If you have, you know that it's a good movie. Give this video a thumbs up. I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.